Hello, welcome to another session of the Language Mantra channel. Today, this is session number 19 of basic English course. Actually, this is a continuation of the previous session, and we have been discussing transitive verb, intransitive verb, and object. Today, once again, we concentrate on the object. Now, there are, so far as object is concerned, we have to think about three types of verbs. One is intransitive, purely intransitive, they do not have objects at all. Therefore, you can be sure that there is no object. Now, transitive verb. Now, transitive verb actually are those verbs that have object. So type 2. Type number 3, there are some verbs that can be used both transitively and intransitively. So I come to transitive verb, that is, verbs with object. What happens? Subject, verb, object. This is the, composition. First comes subject, then comes verb, and then comes object. Now what happens? The action of the verb moves onwards to the object. In intransitive case, this does not happen. My body aches, the verb ache somehow refer back to my body. But here, any verb that has an object, there is a general tendency towards the object. When I say I open the window, what happens? I means subject. Open means the action, and window is the object. So somehow there is kind of operation upon the window, and window opens. So subject, verb, and so subject, verb, and object. Subject intends to do something. Verb is the operating word, and object is something that is operated. Now, subject, verb, and object. If subject is a noun or a pronoun or a noun phrase, whatever, object also can be a noun, can be a pronoun, or can be a noun phrase. So there is some sort of similarity between subject and object so far as the nature of the words are concerned. So I open the window, then the cat dislikes my dog. Dislike is the verb. The cat likes my dog, this is also possible. But the cat dislikes my dog, this is also possible. So the dislike verb somehow makes the relationship between dog and cat, unfriendly. So the action, that is the action of the verb, moves towards the dog. Maybe the dog may not like the response of the cat. Now some of the students play cricket, some of the students a little longer subject, but they play cricket. That means the action of the verb play is directed towards bat and ball. So this is called object. Now in these three sentences there is only one object. In the first sentence it's window, second sentence it is my dog, and in the third sentence cricket. So if there is only one object, then that verb is monotransitive. Mono means one, transitive I have already said, a kind of verb that has an object. So this is monotransitive. But if a verb has two objects, in that case it would be ditransitive. What is the composition? Subject, then verb, then object 1, object 2. Normally, when I say he gives a look, he gives me a look, normally the indirect object that comes first and direct object comes second. Grammatically speaking, the verb must have a direct relationship with the direct object and indirect relationship with the indirect object. So it is not very difficult to find out which one is direct object and which one is not. you ask the question verb, what? He gives me a look. What does he give? A look. Therefore the verb give and look, these two words are interrelated. Actually, the verb gives, there must be something that is given. So look or say book is the word that is given, and that is direct object. And me is an object form of pronoun I. So this is also an object, but me is an indirect object. And me is a person, and look or book is a thing. Normally, the thing is the direct object and the person is indirect object. Come to the next sentence. Rina writes her mother a letter. Whenever the verb is write, then you must be doing something. Writing a book or writing a poem or writing a letter. So that is natural and that is the object. So Rina writes a letter. A letter is the object, and her mother is indirect object. Letter is direct object, mother is indirect object. I think this is clear now which one would be direct object and which one would be indirect object. Now here is a little, say comparison. I fly a kite. There is an object, kite. Here the sentence, the bird fly. Now this is intransitive verb. Because the flight of the bird, it is very much integrated with the subject. So fly, the verb, cannot move onwards. Atlas moves the earth. Atlas moves the earth. Means Atlas is a mythical figure. He can move the earth, earth becomes object. But the earth moves around the sun, or earth moves. In that case, there is no object because earth moves itself. So this is very clear. There is no problem. Now we have a little test if you feel comfortable with. I go there. Is there any object here? I go there. There. That word actually it looks like an object, sometimes misguiding. But in fact this is not an object because there is neither noun nor pronoun. It is adverb. And adverb cannot be an object. And for me, then second sentence, he reads a book for me. He reads a book. This part is transitive verb. There is an object, he subject, reads verb, a book, object. And for me is an object form of I. But since there is a preposition called for, there is a problem. Problem means this me does not belong to the verb read. Me is an object, but not object of the verb read, but object of the preposition for. Whenever an object is preceded by a verb, then it is an object of the verb. But if any object is preceded by a preposition, in that case that object is or that object belong to the preposition. So verb can have an object and preposition also can have objects. So I think this is what we have to say today, and I hope you have some clear idea of an object, direct object and indirect object. I think we should close here today. So have a nice time. Please view our video fully, subscribe it, like it or dislike it, write comments, etc. I would love to have your comments. So thank you very much for this session, and we'll be meeting you once again next time. Bye.